Okay, and my first video is interrupted for somehow, so I'm making a second video for the continuous to the first video. So what I'm talking here is most of the Indian IT guys they are working in service-based IT companies, not the product-based companies. The reason is, we are working as a labor, not as a innovators. There is no innovation even for IT guys as well. If Indian people are having innovation, they would have developed their own startups. They would have come up with the solutions. They would have come up with their own products and intellectual properties. That's not happening. The only thing happening is here. We are working as a labor. We are working 24 by 7. Most of the people 8 hours a day. You take a 24 by 7. Most of the people, IT guys, are working as a labor people for global companies, for foreign companies. They are giving a funding to the service-based companies, and we are developing their application. But you take a developed companies, their people they'll use their people for innovation and R&D, right? They will use their people for innovation and R&D, and they will use Indian and African Chinese people for doing their labor work in IT services. They have some requirement. They want to develop some banking application. The American people or other developed countries people, British or other countries people, they can do it in a day. They can do it in a 10 days, right? They can do it, but they are not doing it. What they are doing, they are using their people are innovating something new for doing R&D, but they are using a labor people, like we our minds are trying to do some kind of labor work, whether it is IT work, whether it is a physical labor work or manufacturing work, whatever it is. China and India, we have a very huge populated countries. Both are lot of human resources are there. Even Indian currency and Chinese currency is very less money comparing to the dollar. So that is why the foreign companies or corporations, they will give funding to the Indian companies, corporation. They will get their work done easily, and they are engaging the Indian people, most of the Indian IT guys, into that bullshit work. Of course, they are paying it, but the thing is, what I'm talking in our India, there are no innovators. There is no innovation. The innovative minds are zero, almost 1% or 2%. There is no quality. The reasons are no quality education, and the education is a kind of pre-planned or pre-trained pattern. It's a kind of by hearting the or memorizing the things and putting them in the paper in the form of exams. There is no experiment. There is no place for innovation, doing innovation. There is no place for for doing R&D work. In even in Indian education system, there is a fault in Indian education system. I can tell you, and that is the main reason. I worked as a software developer for 11 years until I jumped into the IT. I don't know how to do the IT, software systems and all. I have to learn their, on-job learning only guided me so far. But at the academic level, we never know what's going to happen. It's all theory based. What actually happens in IT system? What are the real thing is there? So apart from that, no innovation. We are not inventing anything. We are just giving a labor. We should not be proud of that as Indians. I'm telling you this. We should never be proud of that. Even Chinese, even Africans also doing that. They can do it. The educated African people, they develop software application. They can give the application services to the America or to British or to other countries. So what should we proud of that? Being an IT guy in India, you are just a labor person. The labor person. They when you are building uh, apartment, you are building some construction. The labor people they come. Some people carry cement. Some people carry bricks, and the later they'll guide the people to construct the house. What they are doing labor work. In the same way, The IT guys, they'll do the labor work. The providing IT services is nothing but providing some labor. Your mind, you are putting your mind, and then you are just doing what they are asking. You are not doing anything. You are not innovating anything. There is no innovation at all. They are asking something, you are doing that. And Africa guy is also doing the same thing. And China guy is also doing when so we generally will have some meeting calls in the time zones as per the time zones of other countries. Then we'll discuss about the clients and our African people, China people, Indian people, Arab country people. They also join in the call. They'll join the call. You see, that's where I realized one thing. We're just providing a labor to them. When India is moving towards the digitalization, why are we not innovating the things? Why are we not coming up with our own startups? Where are we failing? Why our minds are not sufficient to innovate something that can compete with the other countries? Our mind is trying it designed like a is it designed like a slavery mind? I'm just asking question. Even we cannot do anything. We have to import so many things. We can't do anything. We are importing the technology. Okay. Until somebody gives a technology, we are not able to do anything. 140 billion people are there in India. Now, when we compare with the China, at least Chinese people are better. They are manufacturing something with their hands, electronics. They are one step forward comparing to us. At least they are doing that. They are producing something electronics. Most of the electronics they are distributing throughout the world. What is that our country is doing? We should not be proud of IT services. How can we say that we are good, very good at providing service? We are giving a labor to them. They are using our brains. They are engaging our brains. It's all nonsense work for the money. The money comes and money goes out. And what is that we are doing? Generations are changing. Nothing we are achieving. So it has to be changed. So India and the ministers, they have to think in this scenario. They have to change it. Providing the service is not at all a great thing from here onwards. We have to come up with the new things. We have to train our youth, human resource. We have to train our youth resource to do some new things, innovative things, R&D. We have to provide this budget, allocate the budget for innovation, R&D, giving opportunities and support, encouraging the youth, giving a land and giving uh, other resources that are required to do R&D to come up with the solutions. So that way, it would help the country to build capital instead of service-based money. Very few people are they are getting money, whereas other people are still suffering. There is a huge difference is getting created. Wealth gap is getting created because of this. You have to give an opportunity to all the people to encouraging their capabilities, encouraging their innovative minds, encouraging and giving a resources, funding for the R&D. That way it would be helpful. So what I'm telling is IT service providing services, even in the news channel, journalism. It is also speaking about India is very large. So many IT guys are working, and we are getting a lot of tax from the IT services. What is the use of in the background? We are losing so many things. In the background, our country is getting engaged in the useless timeline. So that thing has to be changed. And uh, product-based companies giving opportunities for the people who can come up with an idea and they can come up with the startups. They can bring some new thing to the market, and even Pradhan Mantri also introduced uh, local made uh, India made products. He's encouraging India made products. He's also giving chances for the digitalization. So recently we have seen that UPI is one of the example. I mean, it is uh, one of the good example. So that way we have to come up with the different ideas as a human resource. Whoever now many people are getting graduated from the engineering background for computer science, or some people from MCA, some people from MS computers. So I can my request or my suggestion is to come up, go for entrepreneurship and come up with an ideas and establish a startup. And instead of working as a labor person or service guy, the electrician will provide some service, a plumber will provide some services, or other people service. IT guy is providing services to other. And this is the fact. They are not speaking this one, but the fact is that you are also one of the IT service guy. Just providing a service, you are not innovating anything, you are not doing anything, you are not at all a IT guy. How can you call yourself as IT guy? You are getting trained on 6 months for one thing, and you are doing that routine work, providing services. Are you inventing anything? Have you ever invented any programming languages from India? Have you ever invented any global products from India? Have you ever, invented uh, anything, any service? I mean, any product that would be useful for national security and army? No, right? Nothing. We are still acquiring the knowledge from other countries. We are lending that. So that way, all the people going forward has to be given a chance to do startups and do something new for the sake of the country purpose. So other thing is, uh, so in IT we discussed about what is SDLC, STLC, and deployment process and maintenance also. We discussed about waterfall method approach, what is agile methodology approach, how we are going to do that. And next thing is AI, artificial intelligence. Now everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. Now things are changing because earlier days developer has to sit on the system for 8 hours, or even if it is required more than 12 hours. Sometimes they may extend also. So they have to think about implementing a logic and creating an application. So that it is nothing but they will actually what they are doing, they will code application, they will code the logic that is required for an application. The banking application, the logic is, we have a deposited money. If we withdraws that, you have to do the subtraction, deposited money and withdrawn money, that gives the balance. This kind of logic they have to implement it in the programming way, using a program. You take a Java, but the thing is, uh, now AI is doing that. So many AI IDE tools were introduced. You will just give a simple prompt and IDE, that AI system will develop complete application code. It will give you the code. Even some of the AI agents are there. You can actually integrate those agents into your IDE. What they are doing there, they are actually, when you ask a query, a requirement, they will generate complete project source code, including the project structure. And if any issues, errors are there, then if you again give a prompt corresponding to that error or an exception, automatically they'll fix that error. They'll fix those errors, and they'll see the possibilities, and they'll see the root causes. They also fix and correct the modify the code to make it work properly. And this is happening right now. Most of the people, they are using artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence became part of the software development. Now everybody is using it. You can never name any person that nobody, because if you are not using AI, you cannot bring the productivity within a less timelines. Project timelines are changed. Earlier time, the people generally used to take 3 months or 6 months of time to develop application. Now they have to do it in a month or 2 months. The things are changing, the timelines are changing, expectation is changing. Right? If AI is there, you can require only, you may need only 4 5 people to work there. You don't need 20 members of team. Now it can be done by just 3 to 5 members. The project they can be done by them. So the AI brought a lot of change now. Then the question is, what about other guys? That is why we are seeing a lot of recession also. IT companies, they're actually firing many members and they don't require many members into team. If AI is there, if they are simply asking a query and then there it is giving a code and it giving complete code, they're just deploying it, they're managing and maintaining it. Even it will also do the testing. You don't need to do the test, it will do the testing. All the cross APIs can be tested by the AI itself. So it has been simplified. The development approach was being simplified. What kind of service you are going to do now in future? What is the IT guy is going to do? They don't require any IT service guy. It was eliminated. Now it is eliminated, it is going to be eliminated. IT service guys, they're not going to have any significance in future at all. The only IT guys that are going to have significance, the people who are having innovative mind. The people who are having innovative mind, only those people are going to be called as IT guys in future. Only those people are going to have a significance in the country. All other IT guys, what is the use of them? They will just sit there and they'll work as a maintenance people. Right? Whenever the products, multiple products are being developed, there should be a guy who will actually maintain this workflow, deploying application, monitoring that, and watching the things. Just one or two people are enough, right? Why do we need other people? What is that IT? I mean, they are expecting from IT guys. Nothing is there. That is why it is time for Indian youth and people. They have to, engage in R&D. They will come up with the ideas. They will come up with their own companies. They will come up with the entrepreneurship approach for building new solutions for new problems. They can use these AI systems or any other thing. It's going to be changed. So think the youth has to think about this, and the IT uh, has been completely changed now. There is no use of even if you graduated from the IT courses, you are going to be sit like a simple support and maintenance guy there for IT applications. You don't need to do anything. The IT, AI applications agents, they'll do every stuff. One two people, they will give the prompts. Even product manager, business analyst also they can give, because they are well known of the requirement, very well of the requirement comparing to other people. In simple English like language, they will provide the clear cut English requirement to the AI engine. You can develop that, and then deploying the application is a constant routine task. They will acquire the knowledge and then deploy it. What is the IT service guy will do that there? Nothing. So product based IT companies are going to play a major role in India in future. We have so many problems in India, even it's not completely digitalized. In security sector or in e-commerce, banking, financial institutes, even in governance also. India is very large populated country, and so many states are there, and governing the people, sometimes becoming very problem. And we need to introduce IT We need to introduce digital system in governance and policies also. That way we can eliminate the corruption. We can bring the integrate this governance with the IT. And also we have to come up with the latest new ideas. There are so many problems which can be digitalized, which can be automated using IT sector. You take agriculture also. So IoT is also one of the good technology. We can actually integrate the AI into hardware, and then we can train them. We can utilize missionaries into agriculture. We can utilize uh, missionaries into industrial automation also. We can do industrial automation. So the thing is, the IT people are required to come up with an ideas. They should have both software and hardware knowledge at a minimum level, basic level. At least what are the motors, what are the sensors, what do you mean by motor sensor, and how do they operate, how they will be embedded with the code, embedded, what are the embedded systems. So the basic idea we should have in future, all the IT guys. That way, we can actually build real applications, real missions, real systems that could be useful for the society and the country. Right. So I hope I discussed so many things and different things in this podcast. If you have any suggestions, ideas, you can just comment me in the comment box, and I will also give a further. I'll also discuss about those in coming up podcast videos. And thank you all. Mm, thank you for the video.